We're gonna have to anyway. For this part. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Rate and Call Law Offices. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case, anyway? I'm a little confused. Have a good night, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodwin, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this? And the evidence room part. Prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Well, she's in good spirits. But I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-framed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Science! February 23rd, Prosecutor's Office. Underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. It was him. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor? It was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at a crime scene? Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? What do I have to do with? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. But yet you can carry luminol? Hello? Testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Ooh, we got in the red. To test for a blood reaction, just spray luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray on it. Okay. Let's find some bloodstains. Okay. Oh. Well, what do you know? I figure right here's the easiest thing to spray around. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Maya was a big help. Yeah, she was. Okay. Well, We definitely know there's a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Specifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this specifically? Well, first of all, starters, the amount of blood is probably... If he was actually killed here, wouldn't there be more blood? The perpetrator and Detective Government fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit more blood? I definitely think so, too. So, I mean... Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If he fought here, there have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna look up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. It's not testimony received from one very proud-looking MS guy. I can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah. It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this spray... I guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how that food of yours would react to a nice deli box. Mister! You only trust your own eyes, huh? Not bad, you two. This Dio deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just... that currently doesn't really get my mouth watering. I guess we should talk to her right now. Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Mr. But... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. Well, I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You don't understand. I don't understand. That's unforgivable. Why does she go from innocent to, like, mean all of a sudden? Little girl, excuse me, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sarge stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. And thank her. Now this photograph has something important to tell us. But what? Detective Star. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They blabbered like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I could be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day, I drag the dirt out of their mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Cough Queen. Cough Queen. Oh. And here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. No, that would make her the food poisoning queen. And You were let go? Or fired? I thought that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It was all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Okay, let's go ahead and actually present something. Because I want to know something. You know what? I'm gonna present a note. That might be a good note. Why do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you can tell us more about the SL9 incident? I'm guessing I'm gonna have to present more than if that's going to be the case. Let's present his ID. I had one of those right up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistake in it. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. And that's impossible. I shouldn't be so sure. Now we can, Now what do I have to present? How about the time photo? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So, you went straight to the scene of the crime? I wish to work the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's why I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, mister. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Huh. There we go. This can really open up my eyes to the truth. They're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the best case I've ever handled. Oh, I see what's in the middle here. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary. It was solved quite cleanly. The criminals caught and executed. Executed? Yes. The criminal got what was coming to him, and it doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? I'm on the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean the executor is someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were deported to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those. Myself, and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be... Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops. I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Well, this game interests me, hopefully it interests you too. It's definitely, and this case is definitely interesting. There's 3 games into this one, though. Just remember that one, too. Because we got... Oh, wait. Romance of the 3 Kingdoms for the NES? Oh, I'll have to check that one out. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every single angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side of that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Well, they can stop you now. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. The questioning, better than home improvement. I'm almost sure Bang put it in as a troll. That's probably going to be a one-off as well. It was deemed Dynasty Wars before it existed. Yeah, I figured that it was all related to that. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch received. Mister? Officer Marshall. See? You're, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, he was helping my sister do cases. He was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. That's where we'd be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. I guess we're on the move. Let's go to the Police Department entrance here. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose that makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room. scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Subcoin-based strategy games and age that well, IMO. I see how they got a following, though, considering how many games in the Romance of the Three Kings and Bunga's Ambition games were however. But yeah, a kid in a candy store, yeah, for sure. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I think we gotta go through criminal. Wait, guard station. Oh, that's new. Huh. Guess I'm gonna have to go right there first. February 23rd. Evidence room entrance guard station. It's right the decor in this place. It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond the door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime. Should be that way. Oh! What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. Yeah, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where was the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah, so do I. So we can go? We can't even go anywhere else? Yeah, well, at least we can examine the door. Looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. Yeah, let's not forget about Fire Emblem Warriors and all those anime-based Muzu games. Thanks for reminding me about the Fire Emblem Warriors I had. I can't Dragon Quest Heroes, but those felt more like action RPGs than anything. It's because they are. I might we can use this computer to check in on who went in and out of there. The evidence room is behind that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Well, seeing how we got no permission, we might want to, actually... Hey, they sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I don't think just one of them would be sufficient. These cacti. A lot like my sister, actually. How so? Casing a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing out in every direction. Just like her. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Let me see if I can spray... There we go. Wow! We got a reaction! There's clearly blood around the spines here. This one's pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something. Under their right hand in these spines. I think it might be more painful than being murdered. Well, seen how we deal with that part. Not much we can do at the moment. Okay, February 23rd. Police department entrance. Police in charge of frantic energy as always. Blaze! Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you, pal. Detective Gumshoe? No, no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now it's no time for despair. We caught a criminal. We just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? The senior detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department? And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just missing with fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages, pal. Everything's topsy-turvy. But, Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal. All I know is I need me a steak lunch. Pronto. Standing around here, talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Well, I got a feeling I'm starting to know who this is. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questions should be over. So I figure he's down there having a good cry. Wait, what? Good. Hold on. Right hand and the cacti left a lot of blood. And he's having a good cry because it seems like is this Officer Meekins? Later. Ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. I guess we're gonna go to